Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited and nervous, and I want to say today is the day, but really tomorrow is the day. Today I am going through my entire Animal Crossing island and making sure everything is as it should be before I upload it to the dream address, which I've never done before, and delete it forever. I went back and forth over this. I spoke about this in a previous video and a couple of you were like, keep it, level it, you'll be sad that you've not got all the stuff that you've got. Quite a few more people said you should just delete it and start again, mostly because it was a Christmas themed island. If you don't know, I did 24 days, I was going to say 24 hours, 24 days of Animal Crossing at the end, for Christmas of 2023, and it was like a really short-lived intense burst of Animal Crossing. I wanted to do a final finished island. I think I maybe got it to 5 stars in 24 episodes. So it was over more than 24 days, but not that many more than 24 days, a couple of months max, where I created this island. And then on Christmas Day, it was like, this is the final run through. So it was a lot in a short space of time, but it's not like I had this island for months and months and I was like playing it off camera a lot. It was mostly just for this, and so I don't feel like I'm going to be super sad when I can't revisit it. Plus I'm doing the dream address, which again, never done that before, and I'm ready for just a fresh start. I want to just start over, do something brand new, and that is what we're going to do. So today is the prelim to that. So this is where I made my first mistake. But back on the island, day one, I've got a visitor at the campsite, immediately disregarded that. Then I remembered I had let Chops leave, which is fine. And in theory, when I was playing last, I was just going through the motions. I saw Chops, I was like, yeah, that's probably for the best. Didn't love Chops, didn't really fit with the island theme. If I decide that I'm gonna kind of do the dream address situation, then it's probably for the best that Chops is not on the island. I'll just go and do like a little villager hunt and we'll find someone better. That was kind of what I had in my mind as I was just randomly playing and chatting with you the last time I recorded. Did not think about the fact that this island is very specifically designed to the point of every single villager home has been done. So the interior and exterior of every single villager home. So we lost Chops, could not remember what I'd done to the interior of his house. And so when it comes to actually finding a new resident, first of all, got to find a new resident. And in my mind, because I've not played Animal Crossing since, December, I was like, oh, it'll just be replaced. I'll have to skip through some days to sort this out anyway. It'll just be replaced. It's no big deal. Didn't get replaced. So we're going to get to we didn't do an island hunt. We kind of accepted the first guy, but you'll see. But going back now, there was a campsite visitor. They were giving me a solution to this problem and I was ignoring it. So I went through the island. As you can see, I'm just picking up all the nonsense. Ran into some technical difficulties, which hilariously all morning I've been having technical difficulties. My microphone would not connect. Every time I come to record something for this channel, nothing wants to work. Here we go. I was absolutely convinced at this point that, right, this just doesn't work. My capture card doesn't work, there's something wrong, I'm on Amazon, I'll have to buy another one. Soon realised the actual problem was that I had accidentally not all the way plugged in my Switch charger, so it just wasn't, it was kept disconnecting because the power was disconnecting. Maybe 45 minutes I was messing with that. I know, frustrating. Anyway, so this is just me tidying things up, trying to tidy around. There were so many weeds, mostly in the places of the island where I'd planned to fill it out with additional flowers. For that area particularly, I was trying to fill it out with what are they called? Not custom flowers, hybrid flowers. So I couldn't just plant them, and then I just kind of never went back to it. So we've just got weeds. The rest of the island, for the most part, I did fill with blank spaces, so a blank tile, so that they wouldn't get weeds, it wouldn't become a problem, otherwise it would have been a real issue. Oh, and I'm just remembering I could have gone and had all the weeds eradicated, couldn't I? Could have gone over to House Island and done that. Yes, I could have done that, but I didn't. Instead, I just sold all my things to the little Nook brothers, and I did buy some more red roses to go and plant in various places do a little bit more gardening. See these little red pansies with the dark centre? I wanted to just fill this whole area in with those. It's just effort. I also didn't have a watering can on me, and I couldn't remember about watering cans. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently. This whole exercise was a reminder in all the controls of Animal Crossing and how the game works, because I truly could not remember very much at all. I kept like almost shutting down because I couldn't remember how to play the game. I also wanted to go through all of the areas of my home to make sure that, well, first of all, we need to get rid of all of the cockroaches because I'd been away for so long. They were in every room. Eventually we do that. And I wanted to make sure there were no little areas of the house that needed to be, fixed and sorted out, of which, of course, there were. I did try to make it kind of like a cozy cabin-y type vibe for this house. This is like a kind of like I saw it kind of like a Frozen vibe, like a log cabin. I was trying to make it cozy. That was the theme. The only room that I did add some things to was this, which I had this in mind of like, this is Santa's office, but it's Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus lives here. So it's not. It's Mrs. Claus's office, right? So I thought I would just put in some stuff that kind of added to this is half office, half kind of toy maker workshop. And that's what I'm doing here. Just like, I love the boxes. For this theme, all the boxes worked really, really well, I thought. There were so many items as well that I collected over the 12 days of Animal Crossing in December that I really, really wish that I'd been able to make them work or to use them in some way. But there's, so many surfaces. I wish you could have shelves. Is that a thing? Am I missing something? I wish you could have shelves where you could just put little kind of tchotchkes and additional things. It just starts to get so cluttered. But there are just so many cool items that would have fit. And so here I'm trying to take everything out of my inventory that I feel like maybe I could make work somewhere on the island. And I'm going to run around and just randomly place them areas that maybe they might work. Also, I don't know if you can see where I was going with this, if you didn't see the full tour at the end of that little series. But that's like where Santa's sleigh is, up at the top near the house. I just think that's really cute. I'm also pleased with doing the dream address, because you guys can go and visit if you want to. Oh, I put this little karaoke system here because I thought it was a cute idea for the elves. This little area was like where the elves live. This was their little, kind of like the North Pole-ish type situation. It did kind of tickle me when I came back to edit this, how much time I took to make sure that the microphone was exactly in the right place, as if they were really going to do karaoke. I'm quite serious about karaoke. I do love my karaoke. I've got a real proper machine. I got my first karaoke machine for my 16th birthday. I've always been a big fan. And I spent a lot of time kind of just like, this isn't right. Like, where should it be? They won't have enough space to stand to do the karaoke if I put it there. I'm imagining them really seriously actually doing the karaoke. I maybe tweaked this more than anything else that I did in this little final run through, because it's serious business, Like, where will they stand? Will they be able to get back there? Probably not. No. And I'm like, no, now you can't see the microphone behind the tree. We've definitely got to move it back. This is excessive. I think I settled on this. Yeah, that was good. Then I've got my little woodland outdoor cinema. And I thought I would use, again, a couple of additional last little bits on here. I just have a bit of decision paralysis when it comes to decor. Things just tend to not feel like they fit together, It's frustrating. Like, the surfaces are too small for the things you want to put on top of the surfaces. And after I'd put all this in, I will say, I did feel like it was too cluttered, but here we are. Has anybody noticed as well that there are random gnomes? So I'd forgotten about this until I came to do this little run through and throw on some extra decor. Also, this is like real-time ADHD. I came up here to put a statue up there, and then I saw there were some weeds down here. And so I got rid of some weeds. I was like, right, I'll do a little bit of gardening because I could see that. Do that while I remember. And then moved some things around. Accidentally picked some stuff up, had to put it back. Did not place the statue. Don't know if you noticed. And then I just like go about my day and do other things. Don't place the statue, I think, until the very last thing. Just completely distracted myself, even in Animal Crossing land. Still can't get away from it. Still cannot get away from it. What were we talking about before I distracted myself with that? Not a clue. Maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah, I'm just going to run off now and start placing other things instead of doing the thing that I went up there to do. No. Yeah, I think I was saying it felt really cluttered, which it did. I felt like there were too many things, but I also wanted to put as many things down as possible. And the statue finally gets put in place. This is me realising that this plot is not going to get filled on its own, and so we need to go, also fixing some tarmac, we need to go on our own little journey to find a new guest, which is going to be Angus. I felt like he was kind of Christmassy because he had horns and he was kind of, I also needed to design his new home because it was so not in keeping with the vibe. I think that Chops' house was like a wrapping house. So if you can come and visit and see all of the houses, it would be great if just all the houses were open for you to go and have a look at. I have all the elves doing different things. So one is like kind of like a toy maker workshop. One is kind of like a cafe for the elves. And then one is like surveillance. I love that one. And so I think this one was, again, kind of workshop-y, but maybe more finished toys and wrapping. So I tried to make this one colourful and just have, like, again, as many toys out as possible. I really did spend a lot of time on these bulletin boards. I really did. Also, I love the custom panel. I didn't use the custom design enough. I did that custom design. It took me some time. It did. But I really didn't use it as much as I should have. But hey-ho. I used many colourful things as possible. I love doing this because you've got access to so many things that you would have to collect otherwise. So this is really fun. I don't really like doing the Happy Home Paradise. I just do the Happy Home Paradise don't do anything. I just do the bare minimum to get to the point where I can do the things on my island. I don't really enjoy the decorating to the point of like, I'm decorating. But I do enjoy decorating my islanders' homes because I'll see them. Feels like there's a point to it, So yeah, I needed to do, I don't know why I was hovering on this. I needed to do, I might have gone to get a drink. I needed to do all of the interior, and then the most important thing really was the exterior, because the exterior matches with everybody else's home. So I knew specifically what I was going to do for the exterior, because it's kind of like a little village, and they've all got like a bit of an industrial vibe, but it's still red and green because, Christmas. It's Christmas, isn't it? So this was very little creative freedom here because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Same wreath on the door, same everything. Then I set my date to the 25th of December 2023 because that in theory would be the final of this series. That should have been when this ended, so I thought that was like the right day. And I remembered that the 25th of December is actually my birthday, so the villagers gave me a little birthday party, which was cute. And when I do my redone island, this is me giving all my villagers Christmas sweatshirts, which I then realised they just change anyway. So there's really nothing that I can do to make them all have sweatshirts on. I thought I could give everyone a Christmas sweatshirt, and then when people visit my Dreamlight address, that's the sweatshirt they'll be wearing, but apparently not, because they just get changed the next day. So this was a total waste of time. Then it was time to sort out my dream address, and of course Goldie came to visit at the most inopportune time. Do we like the darkness? I mean, it's too late. By the time you see this, I will have deleted my island, but I like the kind of dark living room vibe. I went back and forth. And then I did my dream address. How exciting! I actually had to update this because I did something wrong, and then I had to come back. So I did the whole thing. This was really fun. I've never done any of these. I've never visited anybody else's. Oh, have I done that? I think maybe I have, actually. I think I have visited somebody else's, but I've never done my own. So this is really fun, and you can see my dream address on the screen momentarily. Pause if you would like to come and visit. That's kind of it. It is uploaded for your viewing pleasure. I haven't done like a final run through, a final tour. I did something similar at the end of the series, but at some point we could do that because we can go back, and I'll be so annoyed because there'll be something that I've missed in all of the little minutiae, they'll be like, oh, I should have picked up that weed. And now I can't because it lives just in this infinite dream. And that's it. We're done. That's the final time I'm going to visit this island as Mrs. Claus. I may visit as a visitor in the future, but it's time. I'm ready. I'm going to delete my save data. The next episode is going to be brand new Animal Crossing in 2024. I nearly said 2025. I'm living in the future. And I'm excited. Also, if you got to the end of this video, you're interested in Animal Crossing, but if you were watching along with my Sim series, I am going to go back to that. I'm kind of between microphones right now. My friend blings things up. She's like, wait, have I got? No, I haven't. It's in the fridge. She puts like rhinestone crystal type things on things, and I gave her my microphone, like, go to town, see what happens with this. So when it comes back, I'm going to have the blingiest of microphones, but that is why I'm dealing with this today. And I can't hold this the whole time I'm playing The Sims. It's just annoying. So yeah, I am going to come back to that. Also, again, every single time I try and film something for this channel, technical difficulties. And I only have so much time to dedicate to playing video games as an actual grown-up with responsibilities. Unfortunately. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you're excited for the new series. I was going to do it like as a challenge in August. I'm not going to do that. It feels like that's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. But I am going to do it. I'm going to start it in August. It's going to be exciting and a fun thing. I'm going to be a lot more relaxed about the process, fingers crossed. And I think that the theme is going to be the 4 seasons. So I'm going to try to do like the island in 4 seasons. We'll see how that goes. But thank you so much for watching. And obviously don't forget to subscribe if you've watched this far and you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.